dolls, it's your girl Ruriko here and welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, I had so much fun doing this look for you guys, and if you want to know how to get this lovely glam look, just glam for no reason look, sweetie, yes, then stay tuned. Mwah. First, you're going to want to start off with your eyeshadow base. I love using the P. Louise base in Rumour number 5, and you're just going to want to pat that gently over the eyelid to prep and prime it, ready for eyeshadow application. To do this, I'm using the Morphe M224 brush. Today we are dipping back into the Blood Sugar palette. You already know I love this palette. It is so good. The mattes are so blendable and it's just so gorgeous. And if you don't know what this is, or have you never seen the Blood Sugar palette, or you've been underneath a rock all these years, this is the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette and it's just gorgeous. You're gonna want to get a big fluffy brush. I am using a BH Cosmetic fluffy brush. It doesn't have a number unfortunately, but it is a very good fluffy brush. It literally blends out anything I use. It's one of my favorite brushes, and I'm going to be dipping in Prick. I'm just going to pat that in the center of my eyelid. When that's done, you're going to want to dip in a little bit of coma. I'm going to be using the Morphe M456 brush to do this, and you're just going to lightly coat the brush. This is a very dark plum color, so you want to go little and often as you can, and you're just going to start making that gradient between the red, which is called Prick, and the coma. You're just going to go on the outer edges and you're just going to buff as you go along. It doesn't matter about being super neat on this bit. As you can see on the other eye, we're going to blow everything out to the outer corner. So this is just to start it off. When you've got the consistency that you want, we're going to go back in with the same fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics, and we're going to dip in with cherry soda and a bit of fresh meat, and we're just going to dib and dab the two together like so, and then we're just going to come around what we've just put in, and we're going to start blending that coma out. We're going to start blowing that out ever so softly. We're going to keep on dragging it across until we get the nice blown out shape that we got on the other side. We're going to take a little bit of cherry soda and we're just going to go above the coma, gently blend all of that out. I'm going to dip back into fresh meat, and you're just going to want to deepen up and give a little bit of dimension to the colours that you put down previously. Just going to dab it in with the same fluffy brush, and we're just going to go just above the eyelid here. Can you see? And we're just going to rub back and forth like that to give it some dimension for the cut crease. When that's done, you're going to want to go and cut your crease. I'm going to be using the Revolution Conceal and Correct Concealer in Co White. It's absolutely divine. Don't worry about it mixing in with the eyeshadow underneath, because we're going to go over it with a nice white matte eyeshadow. I'm going to be using a pencil brush. This is the BH Cosmetics 106 brush, and I'm just going to dip into a little bit of that concealer, and then I'm going to cut my crease. We're just going to do a half cut crease. Then I'm going to go in with the Morphe M224 brush, and I'm just going to use a little bit of that concealer to finish off the cut crease. I'm just going to be using light tapping motions. It doesn't matter about being super cut. With the cut crease, we're going to line it with a beautiful blue glitter in a moment. We're going to go back in with the Blood Sugar palette, and we're going to go in with Glucose. Glucose is a matte white, just like snow. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to dip in with the Morphe M124 brush, and I'm just going to pack that over the concealer that we just put down on the cut crease. This step can get a little messy, so you might want to put some powder down. Since I haven't fully done my makeup yet, my foundation and stuff, it doesn't really bother me, because whatever fallout I get, I can wipe off with a wipe. This step is just to dry out all of the wet concealer, so that when we put the shimmer on top, we're not going to be turning the glitter pink. For our next step, we're going to be dipping into the Fenty Beauty Killawatt 4 palette, and we're going to be using this color here, which is Stone Cold. It's such an icy iridescent color. I absolutely fall in love with this color every single time I use it. It's so beautiful. We're going to dip in with a clean Morphe M124 brush, and we're going to dip into a little bit of this Stone Cold, and we're just going to lightly pat over the cut crease. To make it pop even more, I go in with this tiny little glittery eyeshadow. I have no idea what company made it. It's completely blank on the back, but it's so shimmery, icy shimmery. It's so beautiful, and you just need a tiny little bit. You don't even need a lot, and it just complements the Fenty Beauty so well. Oh, I love it. I'm obsessed. For the next step, you're going to want to dip back into the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette, and you're going to dip in with a little bit of cherry soda and a little bit of fresh meat, and you're going to want to blend them two together, the shimmer and the fresh meat. You're just going to want to blend them two together. When you feel like you blended that enough, you're going to want to go in with the glitter. This is one of my favorite parts, but it's also one of the ones that you have to be the most careful, because you can make a mistake and ruin the whole look at this part. Using a tiny little wand that comes with these things is just so tedious. I'd rather use my own wand, but hopefully we won't do that today. We're going to go in with the Glam Crystals Dazzle Gel Liner. This is in Freak, and we're just going to line the top of the cut crease. When you finish lining the cut crease, you want to go in with a nice black liner, but with this liner we're going to go in and we're going to cut it here. So we're not going to go all the way around the bottom bit of the eyelid. We're just going to keep going and go into like a negative space. When you're done doing your wing, you're then going to want to go back in with the glitter and just line underneath the wing that you just created. Now that you've finished your wing, you want to go and line your eye with a nice pencil. I'm using a Jeffree Star Cosmetics in Blue Velvet, and I'm just going to line my waterline. Now that that's done, you want to go back in with the Blood Sugar palette. You want to go in with that really cute Morphe M152 brush. You're going to dip into a little bit of prick and a little bit of cherry soda, and you're just going to go underneath your waterline to smoke it out. Now that's done, you want to go in with your mascara. I'm using the Bad Gal Bang from Benefit, and I'm just going to prep my eyelashes. And that is the look, guys. Yes, I had so much fun doing this look for you guys. Did you follow along? Did you like the fact that you could just get glam for no reason? I had so much fun doing this. Thank you so much for coming to my new channel and being on this journey with me. It means so much. If you have anything you want me to do, or anything that you feel like, oh, could you do that, could you do that, can I see that, let me know. Don't forget that I am a beauty reviewer. I review makeup on my main channel, so if you are new here and you don't know about that, the link is in the description below. And yes, it's been your girl Ruriko Yamazaki here. I'll see you on the next one. Mwah.